let the knees open a little bit wider. And with your body going down in towards the floor, you can sink your whole body upon the ground if you want to. If that feels okay, and then the chin comes to the floor and you're looking to your thumbs. But if that's just a little bit intense at the moment, turn your head downwards and let your forehead rest in towards the ground. And just taking a couple of deep breaths there, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then we'll gently start to bring the body back on up again. Pop your knees together, and then we'll start to draw the body to pull up and along the ground, staying low to the floor, rolling down your shoulders and lifting with your chin. And then we'll come on up into a cat stretch, rounding up through the shoulders and up through with your back. Taking your head and your tailbone away, and then sitting back down onto your heels. And again, bring your body up and through, rolling down your shoulders, opening your chest. Coming up into cat, rounding up through the belly, looking up towards your navel. And taking the head and the tailbone away, and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body up and through. Curling the toes, hips go back, and the head draws down through your arms. Bring your body forwards into a strong plank, and then bending your knees, and releasing and sitting back. Drawing your body to pull up and along the ground. Curling the toes, sending the hips back and the head down. And drawing forwards into your plank, and then bending your knees, releasing and sitting back to your heels. And again, that pull through, drawing up into a little strength work for your upper body, coming into your downward dog, releasing all the muscles along the whole of the back of your body. Coming forwards into the strong plank, so again, weight bearing for your upper body. Bend your knees and carefully sit it on back. Couple more times. Drawing up and through, working into the mobility of your back, curling the toes and lengthening the muscles out and strength and weight bearing into your upper body. Forwards into a strong plank, feel the core connecting already, bend the knees and releasing and sitting back. One more time, bring the body up and through, curling the toes and staying in the down dog. Taking it for a little bit of a walk out on the spot. So just drawing down one heel and then the other heel, and just moving your hips a little from side to side. Just easing it out. Noticing how your hamstrings feel today. Noticing how it feels around the lower back. Now bending your knees, come back down upon your knees, placing your right foot forwards. Okay, now today I'm going to work into a little bit of a twist. So I'm going to take my left hand across towards my right leg. I'm bringing my right arm forwards, and then I'm going to open my arm all the way back. Follow and look back towards your thumb if you can. We're just going back as far as you feel you can today. And then bring it back round. Place down your right hand to the outside of your right foot and bring your left arm up and over, looking up towards your thumb. Bring that hand down towards the floor, curl the toes, lift up the back knee and raise your right arm, look straight up towards your thumb this time. Knee back down and come back onto the back your toes, a little bit of a shift backwards through the tailbone, trying to get the back line to be extended as possible around the lower back area. And then gently bring your body back on up, and we'll come around onto your knees. Raising both of your arms, clasping your fingers together, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, activate your waist, take that nice long stretch into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it back up. Breathing out, activate your waist, lengthen again along the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it back up. Breathing out, letting your arms all the way back down and stepping your left foot forwards. So taking your right hand to your left knee, reaching your left arm forwards, and then opening it all of the way back. Follow your fingers if you can, looking towards your thumb. So coming into a chest opener here. And then bring the hand back down. Take your left hand to the side of your foot. Bring your right arm up and over so you generate that stretch into the right hand side of your body. Bring that hand down to the floor, curl the toes, lift the back knee. Open and turn out, looking up towards your left hand, pushing away to the back heel. Releasing your arm, releasing your knee, come back onto that back knee, a little bit of an extension through the tailbone and press down from the centre of your chest. And then gently draw it back on up. Okay, come around onto your back for me. And as I said, I've got the green ball today, alright, so I'm going to be working a couple of postures from that today, but always know if it's not good for you, if you don't want to work that in today, you can leave it out, you don't have to use it. So I'm starting off on the floor, I'm able to reach my heels with my fingertips, and I'm just going to start by recognising the imprint of the lower back. So I'm just going to work the lower back down upon the floor, and then release the back away. Working the lower back down into a lovely deep imprint, and then releasing away. And as you do so, try and work the lower back against the floor, but imagine you have something beneath your back that you're looking not to crush. So as you work that imprint, it's nice and smooth, and again, it's not pushing, it's not really pushing hard with the back. Settle into neutral spine, and then bring the shoulders towards your ears, squish them up, and then walk them down. And again, bring the shoulders up, walk them down, and then walk them down and down and down. And really open out with the collarbone and the neck. And then bring a deep breath in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, and as you breathe out, blow the breath out as if you're blowing out a candle. Again, as you breathe in, the ribs are widening, the belly's flat. As you breathe out, picking up from the pelvic floor, drawing the navel back to the spine and pulling up behind the surface muscles. Again, as you breathe in, the ribs are widening, the belly's flat. As you breathe out, contracting, pulling up pelvic floor, drawing up into the transverse abdominis muscle. You may start to feel your waist drawing a little bit tighter. Take another couple of deep breaths in and out. And at this point now, we're starting to work in on rhythm. So thinking about how we're deepening the breath coming into the body. As we're breathing out, on intention, we're connecting with the core. And as we work this into our movements, we want to again really embody the whole of the technique into your practice. So you're really thinking about how you're breathing, how you're moving. I'm going to start off today with your ab prep. So if you'd like to place your hands back behind your head, letting your elbows widen, fall back to the ground. ground. Breathe in through your nose as you nod the chin. As you breathe out through your mouth, raising your upper body. Breathing in through your nose to stay. And then breathing out through your mouth, drawing the navel back to the spine as you lower back to the earth. Breathing in, nodding the chin, lengthening the neck. As you breathe out, drawing up on the pelvic floor and engaging through the central line of your body. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out, engaging with your core. I'm going to work a little bit of a twist up today. So breathing in, nodding the chin. As you lift, make a deliberate position of turning across. You choose one side. Breathing in, stay. And then as you come back down, use the core in the same manner to slow you to coming back down to the floor. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, positioning your body up and across the other way. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out, navel back to the spine as you slowly lower. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, coming over and across. Breathing in to stay. Breathing out, and again engaging with your core, slowing it back down as you come back down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, come up, position, up and across. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out as you lower. Now if you'd like to, for the last couple, pick up your feet. Have a neutral back. As you come up, breathing out and positioning your body up and across. It should be a little bit harder. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, positioning your body up and across. Breathing in to stay. Breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, pick your chest up and across, hold it. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. One more time, breathing in, breathing out and positioning up and across. Breathing in, and breathing out, engaging with your core as you lower. Now keeping your feet up for me and flexing them. Lowering your shoulders and relaxing your arms by your side. As you dig one heel away from you, breathing out. As you draw it back up, breathing in. Digging the other heel down, breathing out. And breathing in. And making it very deliberate. So as you lower the heel away from you, really pulling up through into the core center, breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out, digging the heel down. Breathing in, coming back up. Now you can either do a few more as so, or you could take your ball and place it underneath your sacrum. Now we're balancing on the ball. For some people this makes it easier, some people it makes it harder. So you decide what's the best thing for you today. So as you take that heel down, breathing out, and really try to pull up through the core, you're really not making the ground with the heel, you're just pushing through into the air. That way then, you give a little bit more resistance to the movement. Alright, now some of you, if you are on the ball, you may like to take your hands out to the side and balance on one finger to either side of you. Alright, that might make it a little bit harder for you. Okay, now, again, you can do this even if you don't have a ball, taking the arms up and in front of you, and then as you lever one heel down, take the opposite arm down. Like I say, you could do this even if you're not on the ball. So breathing out, digging the heel down, breathing in as you come back up. Breathing out and engaging with the core. Breathing in. That's it. Keep the heels in alignment with your knees. So try not to let your heels drop too low. Breathing out, belly pulls back. Breathing in, one more time. Breathing out, engaging with the core. And breathing in. And then carefully placing your feet back down. Take away your ball from underneath you if you've been using it. And I'm just going to walk the legs out. So I'm going to give the legs a little bit of a stretch out. So I'm taking my legs to full extension down, and then I'm just going to pop down my right foot off the ball. Now as I draw up with my right leg, I'm going to toe in the ball with my left foot. And then I'm going to take both away to a lovely extension down through the legs. As you bring your leg and your ball up, breathing in, breathing out. But if you don't have a ball or you don't want to use it, you could just draw your foot along the ground. It will still work. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging with your core as you send it away. Breathing in, bending the knee of your hamstrings feel tight today, or you're losing your neutral back. Breathing out, one more time on that leg. Breathing in to bring the leg up. Breathing out to press it away. Swap it over. And again, other leg coming up, left leg coming up, right toes coming in, breathing in. Breathing out, pressing away, lowering it down. Breathing in, leg coming in, toeing the ball in. Breathing out, engaging with your core as you lower. Again, breathing in, drawing the leg in. Breathing out, engaging with your core, pressing the leg and the foot away. Breathing in, bend the knee if your hamstrings are tight today. Breathing out and engaging as you push away. One more time, breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, extending and pressing down and away. Okay, work your feet back up to the ground. Gently roll yourself over to one side. And let's come around onto your knees. Okay, now I'm going to come up into plank. And today we're going to hold a static for 25 breaths. So pace yourself, all right, with this one. If you feel that you're overbearing, okay, and it's making it uncomfortable, stop. Because as soon as you're doing something that you feel uncomfortable with, you're not going to be doing it as well. So my advice is to do as much as you can, well, with the right intention, all right? And that's got to come in from your mind into your body. So let's place down your forearms flat to the floor. Tuck in your elbows so they line up with your wrists. Work your knees back. And it may be today that you keep your knees on the floor and your back is nice and strong. Pull up in your bottom ribs so you don't get any sinking in the back and gazing ahead. If you're able, extend and push into your heels. Breathing in, breathing out and pulling up into your core. Breathing in and out, navel back to the spine. Breathe in and out 3. In and out 4. In and out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. In, out 10. In, out 11. In, out 12. In, out 13. In, out 14. Really connect. In, out 15. In, out 16. In, out 17. In, out 18. In, out 19. In, out 20. In, out 21. In, out 22. In, out 23. In, out 24. And in, out 25. Gently lower yourself down upon your belly. Okay, now we're going to stretch the arms out and along the floor. We're going to come into a little bit of release for the shoulders. So I'm keeping one hand pinned down against the ground, and I'm going to roll my shoulder towards. Okay, now a couple of things we can do here. Okay, you can bring your knees in towards you. You can have your head up or head down, all depending on what feels better. You could take your legs out straighter and you could have your foot in front or behind. Or you could bring your foot up to the inside of your leg so you come into your fallen tree. From here, if you feel that you'd like to, open your chest and look up towards your thumb. And just take a couple of breaths there and that chest opener again. Alright, slowly come back round. Go the other way. Okay, do whatever you did on that last side. So rolling towards your shoulder, you could have your knees pulled in towards you. You could have your foot in front or behind, or you bring your foot towards the upper part of your leg maybe. And you can either raise your arm and look up, or you can keep your head down. Just see what happens, what feels good. Every day is a different day. And then coming all of the way back round upon your belly. Now I'm going to be working with the arms a little bit more today. I'm going to work with the ball coming up and around. Okay, again, if you don't have a ball, you can still go through with the arm motion, all right, or you can stick with the first stage. So if we let our arms come all the way down by our side, turn the feet in and relax your buttocks. And then as we start off here, breathing in, rolling back both of your shoulders, turning the palms a little here. As you breathe out, rotate the arms back a little, lift the upper body looking down, breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to rotate your shoulders all the way back into the floor. Breathing in, rotating your shoulders back. I'm really into this at the moment. And as you lift, your thumbs kind of go upwards a bit more on that full rotation. And then breathing out, rotate, 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 rotate. So again, the thumbs are up. All right, so breathing in, the thumbs are up at the moment, but you're going to rotate them all the way back round the other way. So you're going to that full rotation through the shoulder. Breathing in, and breathing out, all of the way back down. Seeing if that works well for you today. Breathing in, rotating open. Breathing out, engaging as you lift. Breathing in, and breathing out, lowering, shoulders coming back into the floor. One more like this. Breathing in, opening up. Breathing out, engaging the core as you lift. Breathing in, and breathing out as you lower. So of course you can carry on or bring your ball down. I've got it in my right hand. Breathing in to roll back both shoulders. Breathing out to raise your forehead and hover. Breathing in to pass the ball up to the other hand. And breathing out as you draw your arms down and let your shoulders meet the ground again. Breathing in, peel your shoulders back. Breathing out to raise and hover, pull the belly up. Breathing in, pass the ball up, keep the belly pulled up, keep that core locked on. Breathing out, draw the ball down and releasing your shoulders back to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back. Breathing out, lifting and hovering. Breathing in to pass the ball up if you can. Breathing out, drawing it back down by your side, releasing your shoulders back to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back. Breathing out to lift and hover. Breathing in to pass the ball up. Breathing out to draw it back. And then releasing your body back down to the ground. Alright, now I'd like us to come up onto hands and knees. And I'm just going to take the hands slightly off the edges of your mat. And we're going to come into that exaggerated cat stretch here. So as we lower our body down through our arms, chest coming down. And then as we come up, pulling up through the belly and getting that really lovely deep stretch through the thoracic area of your back. As you come down, heart melts down in towards the floor, elbows go back. As you draw up, pulling up through the belly, up through the shoulders and lifting. And again, as you come down, elbows go back, chest comes down. As you draw up, belly pulls up and you're lifting. One more time. Elbows go back, chest comes down. And then as you draw up, breathing out, your knees, coming up into a high kneel. Okay, now we've done this a couple of times. I'm going to be working backwards, engaging with the core. And this is not what we do in yoga. Okay, so in yoga we would open the back and it would be a back bend. Okay, we're not doing that. We're working back like a plank. So what I want you to do is brace the core, and as we go back, we do work the thighs and we do work the core. Alright, so I'm going to bring my arms in front of me, just in alignment there with my chest. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, I'm going backwards in a straight line to make the core work and the thighs work. And then breathing in to come back up. Okay, so as you go back, breathing out, go back, straight line, lean. Breathing in, come back on up. And again, as you go back, brace the core, engage, go back, breathing in, drawing back on up. And again, breathing out, engaging the core, go back in that lovely straight line. Breathing in, drawing back on up. Good, and again, nice open collarbone. This is a great one for holding up and opening up the posture. Shoulders can be nice and relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice open collarbone. Breathing in to draw back on up. Two more. Breathing out, engage your core. Breathing in to draw it back up. One more time. Breathing out, engage. And breathing in to draw back. Good. All right, let it go. Come around to a seated position for me. I'm going to work up into your triceps. So I'm going to start off with the knees bent and we're going to dip back. So hands facing in towards you, open up with your shoulders and your chest. And as we dip backwards, breathing in. As we push off the ground, breathing out, just pushing out through your arms. As we dip backwards, breathing in. As we push off the ground, breathing out, pressing from the centre of your chest. And by all means, do a few more there. If you're going to lift the body off the ground, okay, straighten the legs, roll back the shoulders, engage the core first, then breathe out and pressing your toes down towards the floor, breathing in, slowly lower. As you go up, breathing out, straighten the arms and pushing away. Breathing in, lowering your bottom back down. Again, breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lift. And breathing in to lower yourself back. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you lift. Breathing in to lower back down. Two more if you can. Breathing out, engage to lift. And breathing in as you lower. One more time. And breathing in. All right. Give your triceps a little bit of a release. So any seated position of your choice, bring your arm up, and maybe today we work into the assisted stretch, encouraging the arm back, or maybe we're reaching around and taking the fingers, whichever one works for you. Try if you can though to keep your head up, keep your shoulders opening back. Swap it on over. And reaching back, finding the fingers. Today I'd like to work into the clown. We're opening up and working the inner thighs and glute medius. I'm going to work also in up onto the elbow and then up onto the hand. Again, you may find, again, slightly different muscle usages, okay? Obviously, when you're weight bearing into your upper body, it's going to feel different. But also, the way that we work the hip feels different. So, as always, I'm going to invite you to choose, okay, and do the right version for you. The one that you're feeling you're getting the most benefit from. So I've got my elbow lining up there with my shoulder. My knees are coming forwards of my body, so they're in alignment with my hips. Big toes are touching. And as I roll the top knee back, breathing out and breathing into lower. As I roll the top knee back, engage the core, breathing in. So the beauty of being on the floor is that you can really work against gravity. You're nice and low to the floor. So you're really working against gravity. And you may find, personally I do, in that the inner thigh and the glute medius work is the most intense on this layer, okay? And if you know that that's an area for you that you need to really develop upon, maybe you've been diagnosed with weak glutes, okay, in which case this is the one you need to do, all right? So this is the one that will, again, start to build up the strength that will support other parts of the leg. Now my next stage, I'm going to come up onto my forearm. Now what's going to happen now is the core is going to work harder, all right? Because you're in a slightly different position and you're also obviously weight bearing stronger into the shoulder, all right? So again, if it's not for you today, stay down. You don't have to go any higher up, all right? Now when we come up onto the hand, I'm lifting higher and I'm balancing on the side of my shin, okay? I'm going to bring my hand back behind my head and then I'm opening and lowering. So breathing out, the knee presses open, breathing into lower. Breathing out, press back, into lower. All right, now I've got one more little bit that we can add on to this. So I'm breathing out to open, breathing into lower. Breathing out to tip, breathing in to open. Breathing out to open, breathing in, drop it down. Breathing out to half tip forwards, breathing in, opening it back. Breathing out to open, breathing into lower. Breathing out to half tip, breathing in, open back. Breathing out to open, breathing into lower. Breathing out to half tip, breathing in. So you get that stretch for the back. Last one. Breathing out, open, into lower. And then breathing out to half tip and breathing in, drawing it back. All right, coming back down. So on that top layer, you feel your oblique muscles. You get that stretch through the back, coming forwards and backwards. All right, so just explaining where you go. Now, coming round onto your back in between. Okay, and if you have your ball, I'm going to use my ball for the 100 today. So I'm going to place it between my knees. And as I breathe out, I'm going to squeeze. So if you'd like to arrange yourself, ready for your 100, maybe you have a cushion behind your head at the moment. All right, if you're having neck treatment, I definitely suggest not having your head back on the floor, all right, but having it slightly risen, all right? But again, if you're having neck treatment, okay, then basically you need to be able to relax the muscles. Okay, if you're not having any treatment, you may be okay to support the neck today, all right, or you might be okay to pat the end by your side. If your hamstrings are open enough, extend your legs out straight. Breathing in for about 4, and as you breathe out for about 6, squeeze onto your ball. And then maybe shut your eyes, go inside, focus on, as you breathe in, the ribs are widening. And as you breathe out, the ribs draw back to normal, and you're squeezing the ball as you draw the navel back to the spine. Go with 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 76, 7, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Gently bring it back down. Take the ball away and just place your right ankle upon your left thigh. Now we can draw both of the legs in towards us if that feels okay to do so. And we can either hold on to your left hamstring or onto your left shin. But if you can, flex your right foot and encourage your knee to open up a little bit more. And then let's change over to the other leg. And again, encourage both of your legs in towards you. Letting that leg go. Okay, carefully rolling yourself to one side and pop yourself over for the other side for your climb. So again, if you can pop the knees in, hold up with your head. Okay, and as we have the big toes connected, breathing in to prepare and breathing out to roll the top knee back. Breathing in to lower back. Again, breathing out to roll the top knee back into lower. Alright, so you're going to, like I say, you're going to feel the inner thigh muscles working, glute medius, that upper back region of your buttock just to lower than your back. Engaging with your core as you press back, breathing into lower. Navel back to the spine, into lower. And again, breathing out to press into lower. So by all means carry on there, or coming up onto your elbow. And then as we draw back, breathing out. So what you're going to feel now is a little bit more work coming up into the oblique muscles. Obviously you have a slightly, again, a little bit more weight bearing coming up into the shoulders. Open up the neck, open up the collarbone. Try not to let your shoulders push up. Alright, so coming up onto the hand. Whereas I'm balancing on the side of my shin, or side of the shin, calf. And then from here, breathing out to press the top knee back, breathing into lower. Breathing out to roll the knee back, into lower. No, just put my hand behind my head, just somewhere to put it basically. All right, so breathing out to press back, breathing into lower. And you can do more of these. You don't have to do anything else, all right? Or breathing out, press back, breathing into lower, breathing out, half tilt, breathing into open, breathing out to press back, breathing into lower, breathing out, engage the core, half tilt, breathing in, open, breathing out, press back, breathing into lower, breathing out, half tilt, breathing into open, breathing out, press back, breathing into lower, breathing out, half twist, into open, breathing out, press back, breathe into lower, breathing out, half tilt. Breathing in, draw back. Last one. Breathing out, press into lower. Breathing out, twist. In and open. And come all the way back round onto your back. Now I'm going to work into our roll back. And I'm going to use the ball today. Okay, I'll go completely down towards the ground later. Okay, but I'm just going to go back to halfway. So if you don't have a ball, you could use a rolled up cushion. That would do the same thing. You could go back into the air. You don't have to be going onto something. If I can encourage it though, if you are using the ball, just to work with the material of the ball and not to kind of languish back on it. Alright, so thinking about how you're still incorporating your core strength. Taking my arms across my chest, breathing in. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, move in towards your ball. Breathing in, stay. And then breathing out, engaging the core to bring you back up. Breathing in, breathing out, tuck your tailbone under, engage your core, keep your collarbone open. Breathing in, breathing out, drawing back on up. Again, breathing in, breathing out, engaging with your core. Breathing in, and breathing out, engaging with your core. Okay, breathe in, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in and engaging the core as you come back up. Now you can do more of those if you want to, okay? I'm sure you probably don't, okay? But if you want to, you like that, maybe it's making you work harder, carry on. Otherwise, I'm going to take my legs out straight now. Okay, deep breath in. And as I go back, breathing out. Of course, you can use your band if you wish to here. And then we could lower back, maybe. Breathing in. And breathing out to draw up. Lift up into that tall seated position if you want the challenge. One hand on your shoulder. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in and out. Lifting up through the center of your chest. Swapping your hands over. Breathing in. As you breathe out, lowering through. Breathing in and out. Drawing all the way up. Nice tall seated position. Swapping it over. Breathing in. Breathing out. Navel back to the spine. Breathing in and engaging with your core, sitting up. Last one, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Okay, all right, now coming into some twist work, rotational seated twist work. I'm going to use the ball today. When I use it, okay, my elbows are as out as possible. That's what we're trying to work into. And when I turn, I'm trying to press a little bit on the turn. As always, with rotation, okay, we're breathing out into the turn. Keep the sit bones grounded, okay, try not to rock off one side, and try and really feel like we did at the beginning when we did the ab prep. Okay, try and feel that you're turning with intention from the core, all right, rather than just turning, okay? Because again, we want to incorporate the core strength. Legs can either be in front of you, you can cross them, all right, whatever again is feeling like a right thing for you to do today. Sit up on a cushion, all right, if you want to be a little bit higher. So I've got my elbows out, palms are on, but the fingers are off. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, a little bit of pressure to bring in pectoral muscle usage across your chest. And then breathing in, no squeezing as you come back. Breathing out, engaging with your core, squeeze a little onto your ball as you turn. And breathing in, no squeezing as you come back. Breathing out, squeeze a little, keep the shoulders down, turn the upper body. Breathing in, coming back. Nice long neck. Breathing out. Feel that rotation, that isolation of your upper body from your lower body. Again, breathing out as you turn. Breathing in, coming back to the middle. Breathing out, engaging the core as you turn. Breathing in, coming back to the middle. Again, breathing out to turn. Breathing in back to the middle. Sitting up as tall as you can. Breathing out. Breathing in, coming back to the middle. One more set. Breathing out, a little bit of a squeeze. Good job. Breathing in back to the middle. Breathing out, a little bit of a squeeze. And breathing in, coming back to the middle. All right, pop your ball down. All right, just a little bit of wrist release. So just take your hand out, okay, as if you're about to have your hands smacked, okay? Bring your fingers around the knuckles and draw down. All right, now go the other way, turn your hand up, stop, then take your other hand over the top and draw your fingers back to stretch your palm. And release it down, okay? Take the other arm out, fingers pointing downwards, okay? And then pull around the knuckles. And then give me a stop. Take the hand over the top, take a hold of the fingers and draw the fingers back. Good. Alright, give it a little bit of shake out. Alright, we use our wrists so much and we don't always give them the love and attention that they need. Okay? Alright, now I want to come back onto your back. Okay, I want to do the double leg extension. So for this one, you can use the ball underneath your sacrum again. Alright, you can do this from the floor. Alright, you decide what's better for you today. So it's going just underneath my tailbone. I'm taking the soles of the feet together, so the knees are open nice and wide. And then as you drive your legs away, breathing out, push out through with your toes. Breathing in, the knees are coming out nice and wide again. Breathing out, push out, really work through with your ankles. Breathing in, drawing down, knees opening. Breathing out, engaging with your core, push out through with your toes. Breathing in, coming all the way back down. Breathing out, engaging with your core, push out through with your toes. Breathing in, knees coming out wide. Breathing out to press away. Breathing in. Now if you want to, you can add in your arms, even though your head will stay on the floor. So I'm working here firstly with a dart. Okay, so my hands are coming in, through between the legs, and then as you take it away, pressing straight out. Alternatively, if you want to work with your arms, big circle out and drawing back round. Alright, it's not really going to make that much difference. This only really makes the difference when you've got your head off the floor. It may be destabilising you a little bit. If it is, good, because that's what we want. Okay, we want it to work a little bit harder. Breathing out, breathing in, and again. And all right, two more. Breathing out to press away. Breathing in to draw back the hand. And relax. Okay, then feet to the floor. And I'm going to move my ball a little bit further up, so it's going into the curve of my back. And And then I'm letting my back relax over. Now again, if this does not feel good to you, it should feel nice. It should feel nice and controlled. But if you don't like it, take the ball away. And I'm just going to work in the prep for shoulder bridge. So here, and this is where the ball is great because usually we're stuck by not having any movement from the ground. So once we're off the ground, we can move the range of the back more. Alright, so hopefully you like it. As we tilt the tailbone slightly upwards towards the ceiling, breathing out. And as you let go, you're letting your back arch over. So you get a really big open stretch there to the belly. Nice one to do at the end. So breathing out, we're tilting the tailbone towards you. Breathing it in as we let go, the ribs are popping. They are popping with this one. So breathing out. And I know that usually I wouldn't say to let the ribs pop. But to get that lovely range of motion and stretch and support for the back stretch there, then it's, we need to be able to let go a little bit. And also, like I say, that lovely stretch that you can get through your belly when you do back bends. Those of you who practice yoga, you know how lovely it feels when you're doing those big back bends. Breathing out. Breathing in to let go. Breathing out to tilt it forwards. Breathing in. And again, breathing out, tilt forwards. And breathing in. Let's have two more. And breathing in. One more. Alright, and then just lifting your hips up a little bit, taking the ball away, rolling gently to one side, and bring yourself back up to seated. And now if we can go in underneath the legs and find the elbows, and gently pull away a little, tucking the head in. Stretch into trapezius just below your neck. And then turning the hands to hold the other way round. And again, gently pulling on back. Drawing back on up and taking either both legs straight or just your left leg straight, and bring the right foot towards the inside of your leg, but you could have both legs straight. Drawing across your right arm towards your left leg, wrapping your hand around the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot. Sit bones grounded. Rotate and take your left hand with your palm open. Okay, so as you turn open, looking up over your shoulder, pushing yourself up a little taller if you can. gently release it, bring it back round, swap your legs over. And then drawing across, left arm towards your right leg, reaching for the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot. Bring the body back on up, taking across your right arm, and again push back into your sit bones, look over your shoulder. And then gently bring it back on round. And then sitting any way you prefer, I'm going to clasp the fingers up behind the back, rolling downwards with your shoulders and just gently tucking your head in. Just try and find a little bit of release from the base of your skull to the upper back. And then turning your chin across and down, looking into the corner of your body. Bring it back to the middle, and then across and over to the other side. And back to the middle. And letting your arms release forwards, tucking your head forwards. Breathing in, using your abdominals to bring you up. Breathing out, opening back and down, letting the shoulders relax. And again, letting your arms come forward. Breathing in. Breathing out, opening back, gently down. One more time, bringing it forward, stretching it around. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, opening back, releasing, dropping it down. You're all done for today, okay? Very well done. Good job, everybody. Hope you're feeling good.